What's going on, everyone? It's Greg back with some more Moonlight Sculptor, and today I want to talk about the event that came out with the last update to beat the heat of Serraborg. And this is an event where it's going from July 6th through August 16th, so we got plenty of time to save up the shaved ice. You can get a lot of decent items from here. As you can see, I've already bought up all the radiant wands, which they're, that limit there is 20 of them. It's 20 of them, so I spent 200 shaved ice on those. I still have 84, and I actually bought some of the quality loot chests. Don't know if that was the best investment, but I just went ahead and got some of those. And you can get some nice stuff on here versus Grace and his blessing, your elixirs, Weed's blessing, and so forth. And I want to talk about what you can do to maximize your ability to get these shaved ice. So first thing I want to talk about is where can you get the shaved ice. So you can get shaved ice from doing the chaotic entrance dungeons or the twisted abyss, and finally you can also get some from exchanging your HP and MP potions at Dirk's wife. And we'll get to that in a minute. But first, let's talk about the dungeons, because this is kind of the more important one. And in the dungeons, I think some people don't understand what they're doing. To maximize your shaved ice from dungeons, you need to actually kill every single mob. And I believe in the Twisted Abyss, I believe there's a respawn, so you actually need to stay in there for almost a full 60 minutes and not beat it until the very last minute. The reason why is you want to maximize how many mobs you can kill and to stack up those shaved ice. Now, me personally, I've been working on farming for the crafting success ring in the novice training hall. It's not going too well in terms of getting the ring, but I am killing every single mob through that dungeon, and I can get anywhere between about 15 and 20 shaved ice per run. From what I can tell and from what I've talked to other people, doesn't matter what level dungeon you do, you're still going to get that similar average in terms of the amount of shaved ice you get. It's really dependent upon the generation of the map, because you can end up with more mobs on one run versus another run. So, what can you do to maximize your drops in there? You need to increase your item acquisition rate. And the way I do that is real quick. Let me show you. I have the sculpture set, which right now I have the gold on, but I'm still trying to make the purple fisherman. So unfortunately, I'm at 7% when I use this set, but I'm hoping to get that 10% very soon. So you can put this sculpture set in and get 10% item acquisition chance to increase the amount of shaved ice you get from the runs, because these are just mob drops, guys. They're just dropping from the mobs that you kill on the level. You don't want to rush through because you're going to get less of the shaved ice. And plus, you miss out on a lot of experience and stuff. Now, unfortunately, since I'm doing the lower level dungeon, I'm doing the novice training hall, I'm not getting much other benefit from this. The items are lower items like pots that I'm not using, or the lower pet pots. I'd rather be doing the upper level dungeons to get some of the better material or better items. But unfortunately, I'm just trying to get this ring. I feel like crafting success is very important, so that's why I'm going for that. I'm probably going to get down to maybe 25 on my runs, and from there I'll probably focus on the abandoned outpost and farming that. I actually did try to do one of those yesterday, and of course I forgot my hardening agent for the golem, so I ended up trying to just get through that quicker than what I should have. Otherwise I would have killed all the mobs. But again, it should be a similar rate, 15 to 20 per dungeon run. So like I said, in Twisted Abyss, as far as I know from what I've been told, is the mobs will respawn. We brought in a party to Twisted Hanging Gardens, and it ended up being a bit too much in terms of having or wanting to try to farm it, so we ended up going ahead and beating it. But the way you should do this is probably in Twisted Sewer Maze, unless you're just a super whale. Twisted Sewer Maze, you want to go in there and stay in there as long as possible, kill as many mobs as you can in order to maximize how many shaved ice you get. So, once you use up those runs, what can you do next? There's one last way to get these shaved ice, and if I go to Serraborg, we have to go visit Dirk's wife. So let's go here, And what's the quickest way there? Can I teleport to one of these? And I'll teleport to the end. So while that loads up, Dirk's Wife offers a crafting, so you can trade in 100 MP, superior MP or superior HP potions to get 1 shaved ice. So that means 1 shaved ice costs you 100,000 gold. So 10 shaved ice would then be, 1 million gold. So you can think you can pay 1 million gold to get the radiant wands, which, I mean, you will make that back, so it is kind of worth it. And I went the wrong way. So you port into the end here and just go to the left a little bit. You will see Dirk's Wife. So under event crafting, you can see we have summer special shaved ice, 100 HP superior potions, or 100 superior MP potions. So like I said, you pay 1 mil for 10. So maybe it's worth it to you to just do that and get the radiant wands. I might go ahead and pump out maybe 10 mil worth of potions just to make up for the radiant wands. I feel like that's worth it. I don't know if I necessarily would invest that into some of the other ones, but that's just my opinion. You do it how you want to do it. For now, I'm going to keep running the dungeons. So just to cover again the items here, you're limited to, I'm gonna pull up my reference here. We are limited to 20 whetstones, 20 orange lunariums, 20 radiant wands, 15 of each elixir. You're limited to 30 weeds blessing. That would be 900 shaved ice. I mean, I'm just not a hardcore min maxer with XP. I'm not going to invest in those. You got Ina's blessing. Again, I'm not really investing in those. I try to buy the ones with gold each day. And then we have, you can get up to 100 quality loot chests, which would be 500 shaved ice. And then you can get unlimited amount of versus grace. So whatever you got left, just spend it on versus grace. Either way, I'll probably pick up at least 20, 30 of these just to make sure my stack stays high enough. We seem to get versus grace on a semi-regular basis, so I just want to make sure I don't run out. In terms of whetstone, from a butterfly value, whetstone, you can get 5 whetstone for 30 butterflies. So if you buy 5 here, that's 150 shaved ice for equivalent of 30 butterflies. Whereas, and these you can do red butterflies here too. Whereas you spend 100 red butterflies on a 14-day elixir, either one of these XP or item. So if you buy 14 of these, that's 140 of the shaved ice for 100 butterfly value. So if you want to look at it just as raw butterfly values, let's say you have butterflies to spend, it's actually probably a little bit cheaper or a better value to spend your shaved ice on the elixirs, 14 of the elixirs, which you can get up to 15, 14 elixirs, and then spend some of those butterflies on whetstone instead, because in terms of you spend 150 here, that's the equivalent of 30 butterflies, whereas you spend 150 here, that's more equivalent of 100 butterflies. So as you see, that tells you a little bit about the value. Orange lunarium, for me, you can get these other places for different currencies, but for me, this is still a little bit harder to obtain. You could buy gear off the exchange and break it down, but ideally I will probably go ahead and get all of the orange lunariums. I may skip out on the whetstones. I don't mind spending a few red butterflies to get those, but I'll probably get all the orange lunariums and maybe go for some quality loot chests and some versus grace, and then I'll see where I get. I might throw in some elixirs there as well, but at the end of the day, I probably won't get the whetstone unless it's like the absolute last thing I need to do. I do have some butterflies, and I get some of the packages, so I don't mind spending some butterflies on the whetstone. So that covers the event. Again, you have until August 16th. You know how to do it. Run those dungeons. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. And I would say about 80% of you guys that are watching my videos are not subscribed. You can help me out a lot. Just hit that subscribe button. Put a like on the video. Put a comment down below. Let me know how your day is going. And like I said, if you need to know anything else, let me know, and I will make another video. So I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.